This year's from Marilyn Manson Uncancelled. It's from March 9th, 2024, and actually maybe some good news about Manson's career, actually. If you've been following Manson, you probably know he's got allegations out against him from his ex, Evan Rachel Wood, and a bunch of other women. The court case hasn't quite taken place yet. It's a little rocky. He's in California, and I think there's a lot of laws against him. But we're going to push through that today. What's going on is he's announced a new tour, and it seems pretty big. And of course, we've got the details here, so let's see what it's about. Marilyn Manson's Summer 2024 tour announced, backed by world's largest concert promoter. Well, that sounds pretty good. Here's Marilyn Manson's post on X about it from pretty recently. Marilyn Manson will be going on tour with Five Finger Death Punch this summer. Tickets available next week at the link in the bio. I've never heard of them. They're a metal band. They've been around since like 2007 or something, so I'm sure they've got a following. Now here's the thing. Five Finger Death Punch is headlining the tour. This person here, Marilyn Manson Uncancelled, will give his opinion on that. My quick take is maybe Manson's not ready to jump out and frontline something because of possible backlash or whatnot. But if he opens, it might be a little different. And it seems it'll be sold at Ticketmaster, which is, yes, I think the largest venue for a concert promoting. Maybe that's what he was talking about. And here are some dates. You could see he's going all over the country. And I see one in Canada there. California, Vegas, Arizona, St. Louis, Detroit. All right. So here's the part I clipped out, which I found to be the clearest and most interesting is the Q&A section he had. Have any accusers responded to the news yet? Good question. Has Evan Rachel Wood, Ilma Gore, all of them responded yet? Not that I know of yet. I'm sure I don't want to deal with backlash, but we shall see. Evan Rachel Wood has been posting the same psychobabble that she usually posts, and the same with the rest. Chloe Black had a wild feature in magazine, which I hope to talk about this coming week. Is Manson coming to Europe, South Africa, or Asia? Eventually, I'm sure we'll make it happen, but right now it's just North America. I thought I saw Canada up there. Okay, maybe Vancouver is also in Canada and in this other place. Unbed at geography, been in Japan 17 years. Let's move on. Why have to travel so far to see Manson? From my understanding, this tour may be expanded upon in the near future for Manson to do more shows in more states, but right now, that's all that's available. Alright, hey, I say good enough. It's a nice start. The list looked pretty diverse to me. And here it is. Why is Manson not headlining his own tour? Will this reduce his performance time as an opener for another headliner? Throughout his career, Manson's headline tours, co-headlined, and even opened for other bands even in recent years. In fact, Manson opened for Five Finger Death Punch at a show in 2017. And yes, usually these shows are reduced in time from around 45 minutes to an hour, but I don't know what's going to happen at the upcoming tour. He may do a full set. From my personal experience, I've seen Manson in concert over 40 times. That's pretty impressive. Some of his best and most high energy shows are the ones with a reduced time when he opens for other bands. Yeah, I guess because he's rested up and he could just, let it all out in 45 minutes instead of dragging it out and getting tired and things. That makes sense. And he says his favorite was when Manson opened for Slipknot and Black Sabbath at Ozfest 2001. He then goes on to say that the Manson performance was better than the following bands. And Black Sabbath's been around a long time. They're a classic metal band. So I guess there's no definitive reason why he's opening, but it seems like it could be good. And this question seems similar. Why is he opening for Five Finger Death Punch? But the answer's a bit different. So what he says is, he's not familiar with them, but of course, since they support Manson, it's a ballsy thing to do, and they've got his support. And yeah, I'll agree. I haven't seen evidence to make me believe Manson did it, so it's pretty much he said, she said, and in that case, I say he's got the right to move on with his career. He also says there are already hate accounts on Twitter against this band supporting Manson, but I'm gonna guess, like the Amber crowd, there aren't so many. He then says the leader of Five Finger Death Punch has, of course, also been accused of, I suppose, DV, and that was also proven false. Okay. I mean, who hasn't been accused these days? And once again says he shows respect for this band, pretty much getting together with Manson and fighting cancel culture together, as he puts it. So that's the news. Manson's going on tour. Of course, I'll be covering it and what's around it. Been following Manson for quite a while now, maybe at least 3 years or something. Well, I mean, this situation. I've known of him since he pretty much first started music, and I've listened to his stuff forever. And thanks again to Marilyn Manson Uncancelled, who's got the best info on this. Maybe follow him on Twitter. Excuse me, follow him on X. It's going to be confusing forever. I'm going to link him below, by the way. And if you don't subscribe here, I'll be sad about it, but I'll get over it. See you next time.